Hello guys, today we'll be discussing indices, which is a part of Algebra 2 chapter of GCSE math. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So before we get to solving the sums, let's just discuss the basic rules that you have to know to solve the sum. So the first rule is a power m into a power n is equals to a power m plus n. So what this says is when you're multiplying two things which have the same base but different powers, then the powers are simply added. So for example, let's say you have 7 power 3 into 7 power 2. So since the bases are same, which is 7, the powers are added. So the answer is 7 power 3 plus 2, which means 7 power 5. Next up, we have a power m divided by a power n is equals to a power m minus n. So here, if the bases are same, but the powers are different and these numbers are divided with each other. So I'll give you the same example. So let's say you have 7 power 3. This time you're dividing it with 7 power 2. So in this case, since it's division and the bases are same, the powers are subtracted. So it is 7 power 3 minus 2, which means 7 power 1 or simply 7. Next rule, a power n whole power m is equals to a power m into n. Here, let's say you have 3 power 2 whole power 3. So here the powers are simply multiplied with each other. So this would be 3 power 6. You're multiplying power 2 with power 3. Next, the fourth rule is a power minus n is equals to 1 by a power n. So whenever you have a negative power, just take the reciprocal. So what I mean here is, let's say you have 5 power minus 2. Here 5 power minus 2, you can simply write it as 1 by 5 power 2. So if you want to change the power from negative to positive or positive to negative, vice versa, you just need to take the reciprocal. Next we have a power 1 by n. It is called the nth root of a. So for example, let's say you have 9 power 1 by 2. So it is basically root 9. Next, a power m by n basically means nth root of a raised to the power m. So for example, let's say you have a power that is in fraction. For example, 4 power 3 by 2. So here it simply means that nth root of a, the square root of 4 whole power 3, which is basically 2 power 3, and the answer is 8. Alright, let's take the first question. Here we have y power minus 2 into y power 4. Now this is multiplication and also the bases are same. So when the bases are same and it is a multiplication, we use the first rule, which is basically you take the powers and add them. So the answer is y power minus 2 plus 4, which is y square. Next we have w power 4 divided by w power minus 2. So here we have again the bases are same, the base is w and it's a division. So we just follow the second rule where the powers are subtracted. So the answer is 4 power minus of minus 2, which is basically w 4 plus 2 w power 6. This is the answer. Next we have 4y power 5 whole to the power 2. So here what you do is just open the brackets. So outside the brackets you have a square. So put that power and square everything which is inside the bracket. So basically 4 becomes 4 square and y power 5 becomes whole square. So you get 16 y power. Inside the bracket you have power 5 and outside it you have power 2. So you just use the third rule where the powers are multiplied. So you get y power 10. So this is the answer. Next we have 81 power 1 by 4 divided by 16 power 1 by 4. So basically you just have to find the fourth root of 81 and fourth root of 16 and divide them. So what's the fourth root of 81? It's basically 3. So if you multiply 3 with itself 4 times, you're going to get 81 divided by what is the fourth root of 16? It's 2. So basically if you take 2 and multiply itself with itself 4 times, you're going to get 16. So it is 3 by 2. This is the answer. Next we have 1 by 1000 whole to the power 2 by 3. So here you have a fractional power. So you just use rule 6. So you have 1 by 1000. Take the denominator inside. So I'm taking 1 by 3 inside and keeping the 2 as it is outside. So what is the cubed root of 1000? It is 10. So if you just take 10 and multiply with itself 3 times, you're going to get 1000. That's what cubed root means. So this is 1 by 10. And then you have 2 on the outside. So after squaring it, you get 1 by 100 as the answer. Next we have solve 25 to the power 3 by 2 into 4 power 1 by 2 divided by 9 power minus 1 by 2. So here let's just deal with 25 power 3 by 2 first. You have to use the sixth rule since the power is just a fraction. So here take the denominator inside, which is 1 by 2, and keep the 3 outside. And 4 to the power 1 by 2 is basically root 4, which is 2, divided by 9 to the power minus 1 by 2. So here we're dealing with a negative power. So use the rule 4. So basically it's 1 by root 9. Now 25 power 1 by 2 is root 25, which is basically 5, and you have the power 3 outside, into 2 divided by 1 by root 9 is 3. So this basically is 5 power 3 into 2 into 3. So this is 125. 5 power 3 is 125 into 2 into 3. So the answer is 750. Alright, here you have 3 brackets and each bracket has an algebraic expression. You have to multiply each of them with each other. Now this is pretty simple to do. All you have to do is find the variables that are same in each bracket and just add the powers because it's multiplication, right? So let's start with x. So you have x square in the first bracket, x in the next, and no x in the last. So basically take x and add the powers 2 and 1. And then you have y. So look for y in each bracket. You have y in the first one, second bracket you have y, and in the third bracket you have y cube. So add the powers 1 plus 1 plus 3. And then you have the numbers here. So here you have 2 as a constant in the second bracket and 5 as a constant in the third bracket. So just multiply them as well. So you get 10. So when you simplify this, you get 10x cubed y power 5. Next we have write 1 by 81 in the form of 3 power p. So first of all, let's just try to write 81 in the form of 3 power something. So 81 is 3 power 4. That is, if you multiply 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, you get 81. So let me just write that 81 is 3 power 4. Now this is 1 by 81, which means it is 1 by 3 power 4. Now you can keep it as it is, or you want to take 3 power 4 into the numerator, then you'll get 3 power minus 4 as the answer. Because when you switch sides, when you go from denominator to numerator or numerator to denominator, the powers will change signs. So earlier it was 3 power 4 in the denominator. Now it's going to be 3 power minus 4 if you take it to the numerator. Right, let's start solving some equations now. First, we have 2 power x equal to 1. So before we solve this, let me just tell you another rule, which is basically any non-zero value raised to the power 0 is 1. So basically you can take 7 power 0, it will be 1, 100 power 0, it will be 1, x power 0 will be 1. So any non-zero value raised to the power 0 is 1. So I think it's pretty easy to solve the first equation at this point. You just got to take x value as 0. So 2 power 0 is equals to 1. Next we have 2 power x plus 3 power x equal to 13. So while solving the equations, one of the best methods is to just hit and try. So let's take x equal to 1 and see if it fits the equation. So if you take x equal to 1, you get 2 power 1 plus 3 power 1, which is basically 2 plus 3, which is 5. Now 5 is not equal to 13. So obviously we can't take x equal to 1. So let's try another value of x. Let's take x equal to 2. So 2 square plus 3 square. So that would be 4 plus 9, which is equal to 13. So it satisfies the equation and hence x equal to 2. Next we have 1 million raised to the power 3x equal to 10. You have to find out what x is. Now 1 million can be written as 10 power 6 and you have 3x outside the bracket. Now you can just use the third rule here, which is basically a power n whole power m is equals to a power m into n. So this is 10 power 18x equal to 10. Now since the bases are same on either side, just equate the powers. So that be 18x equal to 1, x equal to 1 by 18. Alright, next evaluate with x equal to 16 and y equal to 8. 1000 y power 1 by 3 into x power minus 5 by 2. So here 1000 y, you can just simply write it as 10 power 3 y power 1 by 3 and x as it is. If you open the bracket, you get 10 power 3 into 1 by 3. So that is, this 3 and 3 get cancelled, you're left with 10. So let me just write that directly, 10y to the power 1 by 3. Now remember that this 1 by 3 is only over y, guys. It's that power is not over 10 because we just simplified the powers for 10. And x equal to minus 5 by 2. Now just put in the values here. 10 into y is supposed to be 8. 8 power 1 by 3 into x is 16, sorry, power minus 5 by 2. So now 10 into, what is the cubed root of 8? 2 into 16, you can just minus 5 by 2 is a fractional power, so right? So you can use the sixth rule and take the denominator inside, which is basically 1 by 2, and keep the numerator outside. Now you get 20 into, what is root 16? It is 4 power minus 5, and just open the brackets, you get 20 into 4 power minus 5, or simply you can just write 20 divided by 4 power 5. So we're using the fourth rule here. Since the power is negative for 4, we're just trying to make it positive by changing the side. So from numerator, I'm taking it to the denominator. And that would be 20 divided by 1024, which is 5 by 256. Last question we have is evaluate x power 1 by 4 plus y power minus 1 divided by x power 1 by 4, where x equal to 16 and y equal to 8. So here let's just try putting in the values. You get x is 16, so 16 power 1 by 4 plus y is 8 power minus 1 divided by 16 power 1 by 4. So basically, what's the fourth root of 16? It is 2. So you get 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 would be 16, right? So that's the fourth root, 2. And you have a plus sign in between. 8 power minus 1 is simply take the reciprocal. It's 1 by 8 divided by 16 power 1 by 4. Again, it's the fourth root of 16. So the answer is 2. And when you solve this, you get, in the numerator, you have 17 by 8, and in the denominator you have 2. So basically this is 17 divided by 16.